Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to review the series finale of Superman and Lois Season 4's episode 10. Now the episode began with Lana and John playing pool, and they were talking about Sarah going abroad, and yes, they were also about to split up and not date anymore. But then Doomsday and Superman were seen crashing, and John was also seen being thrown away, where Superman was being beaten up really badly. John also decided to go to his garage as he has something, and Lana also wants to go with him as she wants to help. Lois is also seen telling Amanda how she did warn her that Lex cannot be saved, but Amanda did not listen, and now the town is in trouble because of her. So Amanda is seen leaving, where Superman is seen crash landing in the field. He was seen being beaten and punched so badly on the ground. So the twins were seen interfering and they just wanted to help, but Clark says that they are not ready yet to find that thing, and then he just flies away with it. In short, he doesn't want the boys to get hurt, as he knows how strong it is. When the boys arrive by Lois, she is seen asking them to help their father and forget what he said, as she doesn't want their father to die, where they also save a man from the helicopter. Clark is again seen being beaten up on the streets. So the boys are seen starting to laser Doomsday. It's actually a really powerful scene. And then they lure him away. Lois is really worried and she is seen checking up on Clark and waking him up as he got unconscious. But he was also mad as she told the boys to interfere. But then Lois tells him how they are not going to live in a bubble all the time. John is also seen showing up with his prototype that can destroy that kryptonite suit, and he also brings the hammer. It is like Clark finally understands and trusts his boys, so he just tells them to bring it on the main street. Now this scene was a really dynamic scene. Fire in behind, and it was a cinematic shot. This was the best shot of the fight. The boys were just seen splitting away, and he also moved really subtly, and the hammer just crushed Doomsday's skull, so it is now dead. But Clark tells them how he is going to take it to the sun, as the sun makes it weak, hoping that it doesn't wake up on the way. So he is seen flying away with it, where Lois and the others are seen preparing to go against Lex. Just as expected, Amanda is about to be killed by Lex, but as soon as he fires a missile, thanks to Lois sending the twins to save her, she is saved just in time, and she also tells them about the kryptonite suit and Milton. Clark is seen reaching near the sun and Doomsday also wakes up, but as Clark is about to punch him, we see him just raising a hand and its eyes turn blue. So he finally remembers everything and Clark just gives a gentle push to him. He starts disintegrating as he gets weaker by the sun, so he just burns away. It's a really wonderful scene, like filled with forgiveness and redemption. Lois is about to start the live confession, but then Milton stops it. The boys are out there to protect them, but Lex arrives and shoots John with a red sun grenade. He doesn't even care that Jordan is just a 16-year-old kid. Clark is also seen getting energized and healing, so he is stronger again. But then he hears Jordan telling Lex to stop, and here Lois is seen telling him how he is afraid of her and to just come after her. And so cleverly she places that prototype on his chest, which destroys his kryptonite lining of the suit. When Lex is about to go after Lois, Lois just smirks at him and tells him how she can't stop him but he can, and then Superman just takes away Lex. At first, Lex is seen shooting him with drilling kryptonite shards, where Jordan is also seen trying to bring back John, as he is not breathing. But then he starts crying and his head starts glowing, and he literally blasts John with some energy, so he just saved his brother. Superman is also seen removing those shards, where Lex is seen trying to punch him again, but Clark is so angry here. Like he is so done with Lex coming after his family. This is what I wanted to see. He just kept punching Lex even with the exosuit like he was nothing. He was literally seen breaking that suit into pieces, and I really loved it how he did not let Lex die. He just brought him back down on the land. So he did not leave his morale. It's a victory and they were all seen hugging each other, as it's all over now. After this, a 1-year time jump is shown, and Lana and John are also shown getting married, where Clark walks Lana on the aisle, and Lois is also seen thanking them for all they have did for her, her two best friends. The episode gets really emotional and teary from here. They are all seen enjoying and dancing at the barn, where Chrissy also has another pregnancy on the way and is really happy. Lana and Kyle are also seen having a last dance, where Jordan finds Sarah on the porch standing, and she expresses how she doesn't want to live in Smallville anymore, so she is here just for one senior year. Nat is also seen telling John how it finally feels like home even though they are not from here. Clark is seen staring at the photo frame, and here he asks Lois when she arrives about what does Superman and Lois mean for the world, where she replies, truth and justice, and Clark also adds a better tomorrow, and then they are seen hugging each other with so much love. They have finally won, as Luthor is in jail for life, and guess what? Mannheim is also going to be with him in jail to keep him in check. The final epilogue started with Clark's voice, and he was seen saying how Sam's heart gave him another 32 years to live. He thought of his legacy, and he was also seen making suits for the boys in the fortress. He was seen saying how he knew that he needs his friends' help, where we see all 5 of them in the sky, where Nat and Steel were also seen having an S on the chest again and also having a cape. They tried to focus on the world problems and also started a foundation, which was probably named for all seasons, and they tried to help as much people as they could. Years passed by, and Jordan and Jonathan were also shown to be grown up, where they also showed them having a lot of kids. And Lois and Clark both cherished every moment. He lived with Lois not a day apart for the rest of his life, growing old together, getting wrinkly together, as Lois says, but then the cancer struck again. Obviously, it was so painful for him to look at Lois in pain, and in her final moments she was seen calling Daddy. It was a hint. Obviously, Clark felt alone and was not full after that, as he was living in a house full of memories with Lois. Yes, both the sons also visited him every day, and the final epilogue was so emotional. I cried 2 times, the first time while watching the episode, and the second time while writing the script. I'm still tearing. He was also seen bringing a dog home, and he named him Crypto, and they spent a lot of time together walking and taking naps. But then his time came and he had a heart attack. His time had come, and his boys were with him, but then he was seen waking up again in the afterlife, and the final message that he gave is actually a life lesson we should all learn. Love gave him everything, and he lived happily ever after with Lois in the afterlife. Life goes by so fast was his last line, and I will remember this line for the rest of my life. So guys, let me know in the comments what do you think about this. I'm not going to ask for any subscription this time. Thank you.